Chapter number 8 from your economics book of grade 10, and the name of the chapter is Alternative Market Structures. So, we have to begin the chapter by understanding what is the meaning of market. So, by the term market in economics, we mean a social system with the help of which the sellers and purchasers of a commodity or a service can come into contact with each other and complete the action of sell and purchase. But basically, we have an idea that market means we are going to a place where the shops will be there, the sellers will be selling, and the consumers will be buying or purchasing the products. But here in economics, they are trying to explain us that it is not necessary that it have to be in a definite place. Okay, it can happen over telephone, over internet, like Flipkart, right? That is, or Amazon. All these are also marketplaces, but where it is not in a fixed place, and where the you can say this platforms like the Amazon, the Flipkart is acting as a mediator or middleman. They're acting as a platform where we are buying. We are directly not coming into the contact or face-to-face contact with the sellers and the purchasers. So here in economics, they are trying to explain that it is action where the sell and the purchasing is activity is completed, but it is not necessary that you have to stand face to face. It have to be in a particular place. It is not mentioned like that. So there are some characteristics of market. Existence of both sellers and buyers have to be there in a market in order to run the market, right? Then definite contact between the buyers and the sellers. Just now I told you face to face contact can be there, or maybe through phone, internet, telegrams, letters, or maybe there is some middleman or some other platform is being used by the producer to sell the product, and the purchaser also in order to consume they are buying it in from a different platform. Number 3, transactions made according to the social acceptance rules. Whenever a commodity or a service is being sold and purchased, a relationship is being established between the seller and the purchaser. Thus, a relationship is being established between one unit of the economic system and another. This is economic relationship, or more generally, we can say it is a social relationship. So, existence of price of each commodity. A commodity usually has only one price in the market. This is a result of the contact between the different purchasers and different sellers. Obviously, no purchaser will be ready to buy any product with a high price, and no seller will be ready to sell his product at a very low price where he will get loss. So it is the price is getting determined by this market. Next in your syllabus is included perfectly competitive market, where there are, so basically I have to tell you that there are four kinds of market: monopoly, perfect competition, monopolistic, and oligopoly. So we are going to understand the meaning and their features. So first we are starting with perfect competitive market, where when there are a large number of sellers who sell similar products at a given price in the market, and where any individual seller has no control over the market price, we call it a perfect competition market, right? Where there are large number of sellers. What are the features? There must be many buyers and many sellers in the market. All farm must produce a homogeneous product. In other words, we can say that the output of the farm would be indistinguishable from the output of the other farm. Means they're producing quite similar kind of products. Any individual farm cannot influence the market price. It sells the product at the market determined price. Any farm can enter into the market or leave the market at any time. Okay, next, all sellers and all producers or purchasers must have perfect knowledge about the market as a whole. That means what is the demand, how much to supply, how much to purchase, everything. There must be a perfect mobility of the factors of production. All purchasers must be equal in the eyes of the seller, and all seller must be equal in the eyes of the purchasers. Biasness and partiality must be completely absent from this market. Okay, in a long run, each firm earns only normal profit. Next, we are going to monopoly market. Monopoly market, there in this kind of market we will find that there is a single firm. Okay, there is a single firm which produces and sells a product having no close substitute. This is called a monopoly market. Thus, monopoly means single seller. In this market, the single firm consists the whole industry. Thus, the firm can influence the market price through its control over the supply of the product. The entry of new firms is restricted in this market through government rules and regulations, like for example the Calcutta Electric Supply Corporation, Indian Railways. So all these are monopoly. Okay, next, basic features of monopoly market. There is a single seller in the market, buyers and many buyers of the product. The products produced and sold by the firm may be homogeneous or non-homogeneous, but it has got no close substitute in the market. Number 3, entry of new firms into the market is not free. Number 4, the firm is a price maker, that is, it has sustainable, or you can say total control over the market price of that product. Number 5, the supply of the product by the single firm constitute the market supply. The principal goal of the firm is to maximize its profit. While taking this profit maximization decision, the monopolist ignores the reaction of other firms. Okay, these are the quite common features which you can go through. Hopefully you understood this much. In the next video we shall continue with monopolistic and oligopoly. Thank you.